Hi there, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're having a great day. It's Friday. I'm actually posting on the day that I'm recording. Usually, you know how it works. I post the day before, and then I upload it, and you know the routine. But today it's holiday. It's Good Friday, so everything's closed. Where I live here, just about everything. I think drugstores are open. Anyhow, so I have the tiniest little thrift haul. Oh, there's one more thing. There we go. Tiniest little thrift haul from when hubby and I went down to Niagara Falls, New York this week. Unexpectedly, we just left, stayed overnight on our side, on the Canadian side, because there's a Niagara Falls, Ontario and a Niagara Falls, New York. For anyone far away in the world that isn't quite sure what we're referring to, there are two Niagara Falls in two different countries. And actually, there's even two falls, three in a way, because there's the American Falls, the Bridal Veil Falls, they're on the American side, and then the Horseshoe Falls, which is the bigger falls, aptly named, they're shaped like this, is on the Canadian side. And they're all beautiful. They're just as pretty in the winter as they are the rest of the year, because in the wintertime, they light them up at night and on the snow and that. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm just as happy to go in the winter as in nice weather. In fact, it's a little less crowded, but it wasn't crowded this time. Their tourism is still taking a hit from COVID, even though our mandates are all lifted. It's still, it was still quite empty there. Anyhow, you know what? I wanted to take a second. I feel like I still need to clarify about opening that little box of goodies that your creative studio sent to me in my previous video. And it was full of lovely things. I want to be clear, they sent that to me complimentary. I've never purchased one myself, so fair warning there, that's what I want people to know. From what I understand, their goodie boxes that they put together are different every month. And you don't know what's going to arrive, what theme in the box is going to be. And I think I sort of touched on that when I said if I had got a box full of fairies, that wouldn't have done anything for me. So, and as well, how much is in each box for each month, I have no idea. So I just wanted to clarify, I wouldn't want anyone going there, ordering and going, what the heck, this is full of stuff on oranges and fruit and apples, and I don't like that. I don't know. So maybe look into it and before you decide on anything, So I just wanted to clarify that. Let's get into my little goodie haul. And I did buy a few new things. I didn't spend what I thought I would spend at the stores in Niagara Falls, New York. Partly because I have to be careful with the exchange rate. The Canadian dollar is not as strong as the American dollar, so I have to do the math in my head to decide whether it's a good deal or whether I'm better off trying to find it at home here or else even ordering it and having it shipped. Sometimes that can work out to be a better price for me. But I did get a few things. Because we only have, really the only big craft store we have here in Ontario is Michael's. We have some art stores. We have Curry's and I think it's Deseris. We have a few big art stores for artist supplies, which also suits me just fine. But we don't have Joann's, we don't have Hobby Lobby, even the American Walmart and the American Target. We don't have Target in Canada. We used to, and they closed them all down. Our Walmarts don't have the hobby supplies that the American Walmarts have. So anyhow, so this is from thrift stores. So I only hit two. Just in Niagara Falls, Ontario. because we went down on a Monday, I find that a lot of the little tiny thrift shops, Monday is one of their days that they're closed. So I did hit a couple. I found this wooden stamp. It was actually brand new. So if it looks used, it's because I've been playing with it. I'm done. Let's play with it now. I just thought it was kind of nice because it, if I've got a page where I don't want to bulk up the page, but I still want to put something on it, I just thought that's nice to tuck into a corner. And just do that. It's something simple to, let's see how I handle this stamp. So if I were to put it up there, all right, wish me luck. Ah, very nice. So let me stand up and make sure. Yeah, isn't that nice? So say I wanted that maybe down in a corner, lower corner, or up in an upper corner. I think that would look pretty. That's my kind of stamp. So I found that. It was, the original price was still on it. I don't know if you can see that, $13.29. So I think, I seem to recall it was 99 cents. It was in a bowl of stamps. So, yeah, happy with that. I found this. It's one of those Victorian type faux photo albums. And I just thought this would be terrific for cutting them up because there are frames on either side. I've used these before. They make a cool kind of window pocket for the insides of end papers and such. Let me find something I can tuck in here. This one's a little different. It's sort of got a slot there. Imagine this is like a photo or a journaling tag. I'm tempted to even put it into end papers upside down so that I could put, a tag that has a tab on the top to make it easier to pull it in and out. I think that might look nice. Or even just cut around here and use that part as a frame. So I found that. 99 cents for that. I found these. One of my favorite little stores in Niagara Falls, Canada is called Evergreen Thrift Store. They do a lot of good work in Niagara Falls with many charities, and they also do a lot of environmental. I'm pretty sure they even give away little trees every year. You could go in and get a tree so you can plant it. Anyhow, they had a bin full of these. They had a bin full of these little religious cards. So I just picked out the ones I liked. Isn't that pretty? That looks old. That's embossed and it's cracking and breaking, but it's still pretty. It's got the Apostles' Creed on the back. And then a few of these. Some of these seem to be little prayer cards, and some of them also seem to be in memorial cards for someone who has passed away. And pretty. I love the artwork on it. That's a memento. Very pretty. I've seen that artwork before. It's used frequently. I love this one. I actually have a huge picture of her up on my wall here in my room. And I think that's beautiful. So that's from, that's from a funeral home. Very pretty. And I think this one, yes, this one is from a gentleman who passed away back in 2000. So isn't that pretty? Very pretty. So I was happy to find those just to tuck in here and there. Especially, I really enjoy making journals out of old hymn books and such, and old religious type books. So these will get used. And even just because the artwork is beautiful. Now I found this book. William, Prince of Orange. So that I had to look him up. I'm not that knowledgeable on the royalty of England. Even though Canada's in the Commonwealth, the Queen is mostly on her money, and that's about it. Sometimes we rarely even sing "God Save the Queen" anymore. We sing "O Canada" as our national anthem. But she's on our money. She's on our stamps. Some of our stamps, not all of them. Anyhow, this is lovely. So this is William. Apparently he was William III. William, Prince of Orange, was William III in the 1600s, I seem to recall. This is definitely worn. This looks like it's a full split right through. That doesn't faze me because I can support it from inside when I take it apart. I love the embossing here. This is also embossed, but it has the gold, and it's still very vibrant, that gold. I love it. And inside, there's a dedication. I can't make that out. Peake, Mrs. Peake. Let's just call her Mrs. Peake. From her husband, Christmas 1881. But it's actually older than that. It is, there's William. Hi, William. Hold on. 1874. So this is an old one. And it's a nice size. Let me make sure I'm in picture. I am. It's a nice size. It's falling apart. The paper is not very good quality. You can see it's very cracky. Is that an official term? Cracky? it's falling apart. So this paper is only going to be suitable for collaging or using as background for tags, maybe anything that you can glue it onto. But it's still cool and it's still good, and I still, you know me, I can't turn down a good red book. And when it's got red and like a yellowy gold, that's my kind of book. So I'm happy with that. I seem to recall this was $2.99, I think. And then this one, I love this one as well. This book needs to be a journal. It just screamed at me because it's got a quill in an ink base and some books on a desk, and then the spine is beautiful too with another quill. And it was the Universal World Reference Encyclopedia. And it's the first volume. So, and it's in nice condition. It's not that old. Isn't this awesome? I want to be able to save those. Just really cool end papers. I think it's 1946, I think. Yes, 1946. And there's some cool photos in it. Like black and white kind of photos that I might be able to make some use of. Like this kind. Love that. And these of the artwork. And there's some maps. Let's see. Here. Maps. There's even one of Canada. And it's called the Dominion of Canada. So I love that. We haven't been the Dominion of Canada for years. All right, where are you, Dominion of Canada? Oh, here, it says here, Dominion of Canada. Here we are. And if you look closely, I am, right now when I'm talking to you, I'm right over here, just east of Toronto. I grew up in Toronto, but I live over here now. And our little town is close to the lake shore. I can drive down to it in a couple of minutes. It's not close enough to walk, but it's definitely, there's definitely homes, lovely homes down there on the lake. Anyhow, this is cool. I love it. It was just yelling at me that it needs to be a journal. So I found that. Sooner or later, one of these days, I'm going to have to stop adding more books to my shelves and just start focusing on books and getting them made into journals. So now the next stuff is stuff that I I purchased at hobby stores. And again, wasn't very much. Nancy mentioned in her video this morning about clear stamps, and I said, oh, I got clear stamps too. And she said, I bet we got the same one. And yeah, we did. I guess we do tend to think alike in a lot of the styles that we enjoy, because that I couldn't resist. And yeah, it was on sale. It wasn't $9.99. I can't remember. Stamps were on either 60% off or 40% off. I did the math in my head. I considered that I cannot get this up in Canada, so this was well worth it. So I got this. Looking forward to playing with it and seeing. It's just, it looks like a combination of science labels with little, mushrooms and flowers and specimen, sort of like specimen label things. So got that. I treated myself to this. There again, stamps were on sale, so this was a really great price. Regularly $6.99, and again, it was either 60% off or 40% off. Can't recall. It's just a stamp for to make a stamp look like it's been canceled. Let's see. I haven't stamped it yet. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Very nice. I like that it's a little bit camouflaged what country it's from. So that's nice. Got that. I treated myself to a Tim Holtz thing. On sale as well. Boy, I got to see the real deal when I was there. We don't have a lot of Tim Holtz junk journal type supplies up here anymore. We did at one point, and they're either phasing them out. Maybe it wasn't selling as good, because our Michaels are phasing out all the Tim Holtz stuff. So it was kind of cool to go down there and see the little packets of all this stuff that I see on videos from other people, in the U.S. and that. The packages of the little black and white people. I think he calls them paper dolls, and the ephemera of like flowers and that, fussy cut flowers, that sort of thing, and the little bobs to stick on, metal bauble things to put on, was really cool. But you know me, I tend to find my equivalent of that out of books, and that's fun for me. The hunt is fun. But I spotted this and I couldn't resist because it's all kinds of stamps. So I like that. Big ones, little ones. How cool. So I'm happy with. You know me, it's rare that I buy a ready-made kind of ephemera thing. But this, couldn't resist. And this I definitely would never find up in Canada at one of my stores. I would have to order it from somewhere. So I'm happy with that. What else? Oh, I treated myself to a box of Little Brads. And I'll tell you why. I looked at it really closely, and I'm hoping it is what I think it is. These Little Brads I love using to attach metal things to front covers. Like, for example, here. I used Little Brads to hold this latch onto the cover of Frida. And, but sometimes my Little Brads, hold on, I'm looking for them. My little box of Little Brads. First of all, I found these through garage sale. The little prongs, they're quite short. So I'm hoping that these ones are longer. Hold on. I just want to put them on a background. So there's the ones I have. And I figured even if they weren't, they'll get used. It was a good price. So there is, oh yes, they are. Excellent. And let me just hold that one. And let's see if I can do this. I'm going to stand up. So you can see they are longer. And even that tiny little bit of length will help me a lot when I put metal onto covers. Even that tiny little bit, that's huge when it comes to a cover. So I'm thrilled. I actually also like the variety of colors. Plus, now that I have alcohol inks and gilding wax, I can alter these colors as well. If I run out of one and I, for example, say I used all these ones up. This is my go-to color here, this shade. I could alter even just silver ones and make it look that color. I can do that with wax and markers and ink. Oh my. So I'm really happy with that. I can't remember what I paid for it. I don't know. But well worth it. As I've said all along, I really love for my paper stuff and the covers in my books to be someone else's junk. But my gear, I don't mind spending money on my gear. Now, what I want to do now is I want to show you a little shelf that I treated myself to, but it's up here on the back of my window. So I'm going to have to pause, take my camera down, and show you that way. So hold on. It'll be in a pinch. Okay, so I accidentally turned off my camera, but now that I know how to piece them together, thank goodness, I'm holding this by hand. So hopefully I'm not too rickety. So this is the little shelf that I treated myself to. Here's my window that I look out. There's the new little kitty. There's Rusty. There's my house hippo back there. And my little bird, and well, the neighbors, the children that I watch while I'm working. So here, hold on, I'm going to sit down and try and hold this still. I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm going to pull it closer. Okay, so it's a little shelf. It was the only one there, and it was over in the clearance area. But I spotted it because I love a good clearance area. And it was for inks or markers. The picture had markers in sideways, like so, and full, or else pads of ink. But I like this. Oh, sorry. So see how I can slide them out and get what I need? And I have always marked the sides of my ink pads because I usually have them in a stack, and I hate having to go through the whole stack to find the color I want. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I ended up paying $14 for it. I like this, that they made use of the top by putting in a little protected shelf so it doesn't go falling off and you can make use of it. So I've put my alcohol inks here. There's my gilding wax. Here's my clear nail polish that I like to just use on my rusted things. And this is just a jar of cute little paper clips up there for now. Oh, this was something else I got. See, maybe that bottom shelf, well, maybe that's a good reason I put it in there. I did treat myself to some of my favorite inks for when the ones I have dry out, because that they were on sale, and they're the ones I go to, and with the exchange rate it worked out well. But I didn't get any distress inks when I was there. yeah, but I like this. Sorry. I'm hoping that this turns out to be a good thing that I like. I still have other inks in my drawer over here. They're inks that I seldom use. Like I have some Christmas colors. I use those 1 month of the year, so they get put away with my other Christmas stuff. I have some that I bought that I ended up not liking, but I'm not ready to get rid of them yet. So, you know, I've just got them put away in case I do think one day, oh, wait, I got that color, I want to use it. Then I'll grab it. I'm going to try and find, I still have the label for this in case this is something you'd be interested in. Maybe you can find it. Hold on. I've got to learn to stop saying hold on. Of course you're going to hold on, and it's going to seem like a split second. So here it is. There's the Pen and Ink Palace by Desk Made. Now it says here $14.99, but it was even less because it was in that section. You know how at the ends of aisles sometimes they have a clearance wall, and it said so much would be reduced at the cash register. So this was at the clearance wall. Anyhow, so in case this looks like something, come on, it's stuck now. In case this is something that you think you might like for your desk, now you know what to ask for. See what I mean? How the pens are, they've got pens in sideways and pads of ink, and they've got alcohol inks in the top there. That's where I thought, oh, I'm going to put my alcohol inks there. So there it is. So I can't think of anything else that I found that I got. I think we're done. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a good Friday. If you get the day off, I hope you can enjoy it with people you love. So take care. We'll get together again later this weekend at some point. We got company coming today, but the rest of the weekend it will be hubby and I relaxing. So take care, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye.